So just a little update on the toucan. Been working on the green section and I seem to be now out of this real dark green color. So I don't know if that was a me problem or if that was a them problem. I'm willing to admit that it was a me problem because, as you already know from my past documentations, my colors got mixed up, et cetera, didn't keep them separated, gotta keep them separated. And so now perhaps this is where my chickens have come home to roost. Isn't there some expression like that? Anyway, so yeah, I've now run into a problem where I don't have enough of this dark green, which I was using this dark green. And again, you know, like I mentioned before, the B's and the N's look totally the same to me. Not sure what happened there. So I'm going to have to sort of improvise with some of my leftovers. So I do have some other leftover shades of green that I'll try to use, or I will use to finish it, but I'm not sure what went wrong there. So that's kind of an interesting point. So if that's a them problem, well, that's unfortunate. If it's a me problem, well, my bad, and lesson learned to be more careful next time. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm gonna do a little bit more, see what I can do with these greens and give you one more update, okay? All right, so here we are, completed project, all done. I'll give a little rundown of my summarization of the procedure, as well as a complete time of completion. I did this chunk today. It took me just almost an hour, probably about 45 minutes actually. I did time it, but yeah, it was like 51 minutes, but then that was also with me kind of staring off into space and daydreaming for a couple of minutes every now and then, or telling the cat to stop walking in the beads and, you know, the usual things. So yeah, about 45 minutes to finish that last chunk there. And again, you know, I don't think I used the proper shades of green. Don't know if that was a packaging problem or a, you know, manufacturing problem, or if that was a Suzanne problem, which it could very well have been, because Suzanne has problems. Yeah, anyway, but we don't talk about them. That's fine. Actually, we can talk about them. It's better to get them out in the open, right? Anyway. So, but you already know the problems that I had with this kit. So upon reflection, I think I will still do one of my other kits, which are over here by my cat that I just disturbed. I want to try the llama one next. And I thought I might do the unicorn one maybe with my daughter if she's interested. I don't know. Every now and then she'd come and she'd want to place a bead. And so I'd let her do one, and then I don't know. So if she's interested, maybe I will do that with her. Otherwise, you know, hey, who knows? This is YouTube, right? Everybody's always doing giveaways on YouTube. Maybe I'll do a giveaway. I don't know. I can come up with some sort of contest and you can win at your very own bead embroidery kit from Dollarama. Woohoo! Or you could just go buy your own. I don't know. I'll think about that. That would be funny. Anyway, so yeah, so I want to try this next one, and I want to see if I can kind of fix some of my errors and implement what I learned on this kit. Anyway, so I'm happy with it. I wouldn't call it a complete fail, but I also wouldn't call it a complete success because, you know, there were some problems, and I'm not quite sure, because I am trying to do this sort of from an analytical point of view. So when, you know, those mistakes were made and problems came up, you know, I want to solve the problem. So I want to know what happened. And unfortunately, I don't really know what happened. So I think I'm going to pay more attention on the next one based on what I've learned, and then sort of develop a stronger conclusion onto these kits. Otherwise, I mean, it was fun. It did take a long time. It is tedious, and like my attention span is only about an hour, hour and a half maybe, depending on how motivated I am and how much time I have. So, you know, definitely worthwhile if you're interested in it. You know, it's an easy way to get started. And it's super convenient because all you got to do is go down to Dollarama and grab one. I also noticed recently they have some new styles and some that maybe seem easier and look like they're geared towards younger kids. So I would imagine it's more to do, a kit like that would be larger beads and more of a spacing in between each one. So your mosaic may not be quite as detailed, but it would definitely be easier for younger kids. Because this one, like I said way back when, because these are such tiny beads and it is very tedious, if you're younger, probably not super appropriate. But I mean, it depends on the kid too, right? So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you know, good to get started. I'm happy that it's finished. I haven't been able to find a frame that fits. So that's still something on my to-do list, you know, should I decide. Otherwise, I even might just trim off the excess and call it dunsies. Yeah, otherwise, like I say, not a complete success, but also not a complete failure. I'm not unhappy with it. The only part that I would be unhappy with is that it wasn't like exact to the directions, you know, the colors weren't exact to the canvas, for example. But yeah, that'll require a little bit more troubleshooting. So stay tuned for the next episode of Bead Embroidery Kits with Suzanne. I made it, so you don't have to, but you might want to. This was Making It for Realsies, Craft Edition. Until next time.